Alrighty, so yep, by popular demand, I am making a video that is going to demonstrate how this bomb shelter works. This is, by the time you're done with this video, you're going to know why the bomb shelter is way better on every front than the bullseye. I was incorrect in thinking. I just thought you can't get more efficient than betting a single number. Statistically, you just the cost to pay out and everything. It cannot be better in any other selection. Well, it's just not true. I mean, you in the key to any uh, betting method, okay, is going to be your win rate, okay, and this is the stand. This is the progression. Every system, I mean, there's the flat betters and everything. Okay, well, fine, but apart from those folks, every system has a progression, and your progression has a win rate. Okay, this is 27 bets on a double street. The win rate is 99.16%. That's just the same as Bullseye. Bullseye costs 2,455 units, for the full progression. And to get a full progression, you're betting 171 times instead of 27 times. So right there, you're making money faster. Faster. The average coup is 3 units, so you think, oh, it's going to take forever to actually make money. Well, um, this is first of all, this is so inexpensive. Okay, the actual cost is a 443. Okay, but because it's so inexpensive, it's only 443 to get this percentage, this win rate. I actually was able to double the amount. Okay, now just in other words, the unit size. You're able to double the unit size, which brings it to 886 instead of 443, and then it has this on the recoveries, which this is way less expensive than the bullseye. I mean, the bullseye, this is like the first level of the bullseye, and then this is, I mean, it's just like, you're starting off at 2455 instead of 888, so 886. So by the time you get down here, you're just way better off. This is only $132.90 on a penny table. You can play for a dime for only 1,329 units. 1,330 you could play for a dime, and you're making a lot of money fast playing for a dime. Play for nickel. Um, you know, and so this is much much better. It's more universally acceptable. Um, the percentage chances. I mean, if you look at the percentage chances, I mean, here it starts off at 16% instead of 2.7. And you're already up to 50% in 4 spins. Okay, now with Bullseye, to get to 50%, you have to spin 27 times. So 4 to 27, figured out. This is just much faster, and it works out to actually making more money more quickly than Bullseye. Okay. Now, because this is so inexpensive that I was able to double the unit size, this is the real genius of the system. This is where it really makes a difference. Um, we can we can limit our exposure at 2 units for statistically favorable situations, double our earning power. Statistically, that's doubling our efficiency because everything is about statistics. It's all about when does a progression loss hit, a PLE. When is that going to hit? Well, it's every 100 coups. Statistically, if you have a 99.16 win rate, or yeah, then your failure rate is one coup out of 100. All right, so you know, so then we stay for 50 coups. With all things being equal, we stay for 50 coups at level two. Then we drop the unit size to 1 unit. You can't do that with Bullseye, and I'm calling that the sun deck. That's like this area right here. This we're up here, but like as soon as there's a bomb blast, we go right into the shelter. Okay, we're right next to the shelter. We're ready to go. Okay, and that's what this 1 unit size is, because now we're still making money. We're still making money. Okay, and the impact of the PLE is reduced by 50% because we're not at 2 units. We're at one. Okay, and then after the progression loss hits, we are in a much more favorable statistical situation because a progression loss is basically a statistical anomaly. Okay, it's a very rare event, 1 in 100. Okay, that's rare. So that once you have a progression loss, it's far less likely you're going to have another one and then immediately. It's like, in fact, having another one immediately, the chances is 1 in 15,000, or specifically 1 in 14,324. To have two progression losses in a row, that's 1 in 14,324. Okay, that's high, and that would then become what's called about the black swan event. Okay, which we handle. We then minimize our losses and we handle it. It's no problem. But so that's the whole point. You have a progression loss. Now your statistics are favorable. So then we don't go back to level two. We go. I mean, we don't. I mean, what I mean is we don't go back to 2 units size. We go to a level two because we just had a loss at 1 unit. Okay. So now we're going to level two, which, since our normal unit size is 2. Okay, that means at level two, the actual unit size is 4 units. That's 4 times the amount that we just lost by. 4 times. It's like it with Bullseye. If you, instead of doing recovery at level 2 after a progression loss, you would start doing recovery at level 4. See, it's a massive, massive difference. Okay, that's this whole concept of the bomb shelter. Okay, and of course, there is the aspect of going into this shelter and just spinning until the bomb hits and then coming out. I mean, you can do that too. That's all part of the strategy, but that's equal to both systems. It's this Sun deck that is unique. That we've got this a massive increase in efficiency because we're able to double our earning here, minimize our earning by 50% here. Couldn't do that with Bullseye. And then quadruple our efficiency on recovery, which is statistically fantastic. I mean, that is just fantastic that we can do that, and it makes our recovery so much more powerful. Are you following me on how this is working? You know. Now, the obvious, the elephant in the room on this, everyone's questioning. Hey, well, what about when you get hit here, when you're out in the regular forest area, and you get hit with the PLE? Well, okay, that's normal then. That's normal. In other words, that's the way. Because look, we already have it covered. See, we already have this. It's the 2 unit size is already part of the recovery system. 13,290 units. Okay, we're already there. Wait, we're already prepared for it. But we're not. Most of the time, normally, we're not going to see that. We're not going to see this. We're going to see our losses here. That's normally, most of the time, we'll see our losses here. That's a huge increase in efficiency. And then if we do accidentally get tagged here, it's normal. We're already prepared for it. It's the same as Bullseye. So see how massively an improvement this is? We're betting 6 numbers at once. Okay, we're betting all these numbers at once. So this is reducing overall variance. All 6 numbers have to sleep for 27 spins, okay, for us to lose. And that is obviously statistically rare. It's 1 in 100 events. Okay, and then on recovery, same thing. It has to keep doing it again and again and again. So I mean, it's so much quicker, 27 spins. So I think I'm pretty clear on all this. I mean, if you guys, I mean, the definition of terms. If you study this, you'll see how what the betting strategy is. And the only thing I want to say about that is that on the BSE protocol, you don't ever have to go into the BSE protocol. You don't have to. You could go on the Sun deck if you want and just take hits up there if you want. Um, and that's fine. But I mean, why recover at all? Why should you have to recover at all? I mean, you don't have to. You can just spin virtually in the BSE protocol. Um, until a progression loss hits, or until your hit to spin ratio normalizes. I mean, for whatever reason you're in there. Okay, but you never have to. In other words, none of these 4 rules are mandatory that you have to go into BSE protocol. You just do it when you want to. Okay. I don't know. And in the BSE protocol, we're still betting the snapbacks. Okay, and that's the new thing on this, is that we have the snapback statistics. Okay, the way this works is this on spin number 17. Okay, the odds of that of 17 spins having no or getting a hit on 17 spins is 95.01. Okay, when you get an event that's a 95.01% chance event, that is a win on spin 17. You then can raise, because now the chances of this snapback being immediately followed by a PLE, a progression loss, is 1 in 403. Now that's 4 times the statistics for a regular PLE. So obviously this is a hugely profitable situation here. Definitely want to raise. And it's the same thing. If you win on the 18th spin, that's a 95.86% event. Okay, when you have an event that's that rare, your chances of it being immediately followed by a progression loss is now 1 in 588. Okay, and this snapback, I think it's unique. This is a gapping strategy, and I mean, I discovered it myself. I didn't learn this from anybody else. But anyway, and I've proven it. So this is the beauty of it. If you get a win on the 19th spin, okay, that's a 96.54% event, and now your odds of getting a progression loss immediately after this is 1 in 841. So 20 is 1 in 1129. If you win on the 21st bet, it's 1 in 1692. If you win on the 22nd bet, it's 1 in 2,304. If you win on the 23rd bet, 1 in 3,418. 24, it just gets better and better. These are snapback events, okay? And finally, if you get a hit on the 27th spin, which is the last spin in the progression, your odds of getting another progression loss right after that is 1 in 14,324. So that you can bet snapback events while you're in the BSC protocol. So if you're betting virtually, you can still gain profit when these events occur. And you don't have to bet a snapback event just because you're on spin 17. If you don't like the odds of 1 in 403 or 1 in 588, just wherever you're comfortable. I mean, the odds like this are fantastic. I mean, whatever you feel comfortable, you know. But I don't really want to go less than this. I mean, I don't want to go to see what 16 is. I pretty much, this is my limit right here. So, all right, and now we'll just demonstrate the software and just the betting method. It's just normal. You're already used to it. Okay, you already know what it is. So our statistics right here, we have a hit to spin ratio of 20. Okay, that means that we have way more hits. In fact, 20, we actually have the hit to spin ratio is plus 20. That means we have 20 less hits, 20 less spins to our hits. Okay, so that means we're getting overcompensated. We're getting more hits than expectation by 20 spins. So this is dangerous. If it hits 27, I'm going to go into the shelter because and right now we are on the sun deck, so we're going to bet 1 unit. We're expecting a progression loss here. It's been about 100. Probably over 100 coups right now, so I'm expecting a progression loss here. And this is why I'm on the sun deck, and we're going to watch this hit spin ratio. So it's basically you just spin, hit the button, and it'll tell you when to change your bets and what to bet. All right. And so we're just going to spin through. It's going to be 5 spins. And okay, we got a hit. Now you want to do all-time highs. You hit the A button, and it's going to be 506.03. Okay, and then you just go back, and we'll do it again. Oh, wait a minute. Got to log the hit. Make sure to hit the hit button, and then we do our spin. Okay. And you can see the percentage rate, chance of getting a hit. All right. Alright. Okay, so now it gives me a raise signal, so we double our chips. And we're going to bet 3 times. Alright. Maybe we can get a snapback. Alright, now it's wanting to bet 3 units. We're on the sun deck, so our unit size is one chip. Alright, and we're going to be betting here. Alright, so that's a hit. Oh, we'll first do the spin. Always log the spin, and then do the hit. Okay, and so we're still, the hit to spin ratio hasn't changed. We have an all-time high now of 506.04. All right, and just going to keep going, see if I can get something significant here. Okay, always log your spin and then do the hit if you get one. That's bizarre. It did it backwards. Anyway, doubling. Hmm. It seemed a little fast, but whatever. I'm on a video. So. All right, twice. All right, let's see if we can get something. Now it wants 4 units. Now it's going to start raising every spin. So, but it's going to tell you what to bet. So that's helpful. I don't have to consult any charts. I just follow it. I kind of thought the beeping would be annoying, and well, I think it's convenient. You know, it reminds me, you got to keep raising here. This is not, can't be just free spinning anymore. All right, we're closing in on a snapback event here pretty soon. Okay, yep, one more spin. If we get through this spin, all right, yeah, this will be a snapback event. So I'll show you how that works. 12. All right, now 14. Okay, 17. All right, notice we got a 95.86% chance of hitting that last spin. All right, and that was a 96.54% chance. Okay. All right, here's 21. Okay. And 25. Okay. All right. Now, that was a 97.56. Now we're on 30, so this might be the progression loss, but let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, 36 now. All right, and so now we log it. That was a 98.28% chance. We log our hits. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put the all-time high 506.1. Now, you see that that was a snapback event, right? Okay, that